Let's take a look at how we can work with some titles inside our live production. So here in vMix, if I want to bring in a title, that would be under Add Input. And then on the list is my titles. And there's lots of different titles to choose from, but we'll just pick a standard one here. And then in this window, we can edit what we want the different lines of text to say. And then we can use one of our overlay channels to bring the title on and off the screen. Now, this also brings in how to use the overlays. I just want to talk about those for a moment. That can be configured using the overlay button down here. And this will give us additional options like positioning the elements around on the screen. So if I wanted to move or rotate that title for some reason, we could do that. We can also choose the speeds of the effects to bring this on or off. And as soon as I hit OK, you'll see that update on the output. So let's see how we can perform these same actions inside TriCaster. So here in our TriCaster, let's take a look at how we can work with some titles. We're going to look at two different methods. The first is going to be the built-in title templates. And then I want to show you how we can bring in titles from a solution called Flowics, which is an online HTML CG solution. And a Flowics Go subscription is included with your TriCaster Mini S system. So for the title templates, I'm going to bring those into Graphics 2. I'll just hit the plus sign. And then in this window that appears, if you scroll on the left side to the area called titles, these are all title templates that come with the system. And again, there's hundreds of different title templates that you can work with in the system. I'll just select one here and hit OK. If I want to edit this, just put your pointer over the icon and hit the A button. And then this opens up the title editor and you can click on these lines and change what the text is, plus also the font and font size. Now, if I want to bring that to air, I would assign that to a downstream keyer. That is these controls found over here. I'm going to use DSK2, which is currently pointed to DDR2, but I want to point it to Graphics 2. So I just click this little drop down. These are all the things that can be loaded into this downstream keyer. So if I go under Media Players, there's Graphics 2. And when I turn it on, you can see a copy of the image showing that that is currently loaded into my DSK. And then I could choose any transition available in the TriCaster to bring that to air. But we'll just do a simple fade. And there it is. And then if I wanted to edit this, let's say I needed to reposition that title or rotate it for some reason, we can click the gear found in this video window. And then our positioner controls are right here. And we can move this around, rescale the image, or even rotate it in all three dimensions. And you can see I get real-time feedback as to what I'm doing. Now I want to show you how the Flowics method works as well. So that comes in through a buffer. We use one of the buffers labeled under the animation and HTML area because this is an HTML-based graphics solution. So I'll go into my buffer 1. I've already programmed this in, but I would hit the plus sign, then web browser, and I would type in the appropriate URL that I would get from Flowics, and that will appear as an input, which I've done in this case. So now I can go into my Flowics interface and control it using the web browser. And this could be done by anybody else who has an internet connection on any kind of computer. But we can then bring in our title and you'll see it appearing in Flowics, but I also see it appearing in my TriCaster as well. We can take it back out. Let's bring in a different title. We can see that one appearing in the TriCaster's output as well.